You're going along through life and you get stuck. You get stuck. You come up against this wall, okay? How many of you have ever come up against a wall? Do you ever come up against a wall and it seems like you just, yeah, okay, you can't go forward, right? You're like, what's going on? I just want to go forward and I can't, I'm stuck, right? And the thing of it is, you know, it's like out here, you've actually got this really awesome thing that you want, you know, like this really awesome package. You might be kind of like a present, you know, you've got this cool thing that you're wanting. Let's put a bow on it. You know, we got to make a bow. Maybe we'll put a ribbon on it, okay? So you got this package, this thing that you're wanting, and it's out there. It's in the future somewhere, and you're not there, and you're wanting it, right? But you're just like bumping up against this wall. You're bumping up against that wall, and this is just like really exciting. Like you love this. It's something you really want. So think about that thing that you're really wanting. What is that thing that you're so wishing that you could get to? You know, it's like you've been wanting to get there. And it might be, this is like a ribbon, I don't know. I should have colored pencils, huh? Anyway, this is your present, your cool thing you're after. It can be something you want to do. It can be a financial goal. It can be something you're trying to complete. It doesn't matter, whatever it is that you're trying to get to. But you know, you've been going along. You know, sometimes you go back this direction. It's like, oh yeah, you know, you're even heading backwards, and then you're like, no, I want that, and you go forward again, and you keep coming up against this wall. Well, I'm going to share with you what's happening here, okay? So usually what happens is people will get stuck against this wall, okay? I'll draw that out a little bit more here. So, you know, it's like this wall. I'll move the little guy a little bit. You know, there's this wall that you're up against, okay? Now, the more times that you hit this wall, and that you can't go forward and you can't get to this thing that you're trying to get to, the more times you hit that wall, you start to build up a belief about that. And that wall seems to get thicker. Have you noticed that? It's like getting thicker and heavier because you keep hitting that same wall, the same beliefs, right? Over and over and over. And that wall, it just gets thicker. How thick is your wall? How thick is it? How thick is that wall? Yeah, okay. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for hopping on here. So I'm going to share some more things about this so that you can understand this wall, this thing that you've been hitting, you know. And it's really interesting to see how this really works here, you know. So sometimes when you hit this wall, you change directions, and so you might go this way. So there's a wall back here. So maybe you go back here and you go against that wall, you know, you bump against that wall, and you're trying to get against that, and it won't work. Another route, right? You've tried something else. Or, you know, maybe you turn around and you go back from where you were, you know. So then you go this direction. And you start, you know, going into the past, and now you're knocking up against the past. How many have done that? It's like you're stuck in the past. You're hitting up against the past, and you're in all of that stuff from the past, and then you're trying to go forward again, and you get stuck here again. So you're stuck. You try all these new directions, and you keep hitting walls no matter where you go. You're hitting against the wall, and you can't seem to get what you're after right up here. Now, after a period of time, you know, these walls, all of them, these all directions get pretty thick. It's because you have strong beliefs that you can't go this way, or this way. It's like no matter which direction you go, you come up against a wall, okay? So you've got all of these strong beliefs, and this actually becomes your comfort zone that contains you. It's like you have a wall built around you. You're in this room and you can't get out of it. In the meantime, here's that, thing that you're wanting, or that better life, or whatever it is, and the truth is, you're in here, and can you even see it now? You've built yourself a room that has you so contained with strong beliefs about not being able to get what you want, or not being good enough, or whatever your beliefs are. I can't do it. Whatever things you hear yourself saying over and over, or even that you hear other people saying, whatever they're saying that you don't like, oh gosh, the people around me are so negative, and blah, blah, blah. Well, if you're seeing other people around you that are negative, they're only reflecting thoughts that you have about yourself. That's why you're hearing that and seeing that. So just know that that's showing you, why you're not going forward. So would you like to know how to get out of this? Would you like to get out of your stuckness and quit hitting into the same obstacles over and over and over, because you're so tired of that, right? You're probably like, about like this. You're about done, so tired. Is that you? Like, I can't do it anymore. It's like you try and you get up here again. It's like, oh, I'm stuck against the same wall, right? Okay, well, here's the thing that I want to point out to you that maybe you haven't realized. That the thing that you're trying to get to, this is another part of the picture. It's actually on another level. And levels keep going. It's like a stairway, okay? So this is a stair, and there's another one. There's big stairs or levels. And you are on this, down here on this level right here. So you're down on this level, and you're trying to get to this level. And you're just going in the same direction. So when you look at it like that, what is it that needs to change in order for you to get this? This is a big key. A big key. Instead of going forward or this direction or back, you've got to go vertical. You've got to go vertical. Vertical. Got that? So how do you go vertical? It's not the same direction you've been going. That hasn't worked. You've been hitting against the wall, haven't you? So you've got to go vertical. How do you go vertical? Well, this is the thing that is really key. So number one, you've got to go up, vertical. Now, sometimes people actually have like a ceiling on top. It's like their limited beliefs about how high they can go or how good it can be. So then they hit their head against the ceiling and they can't get up here. So you've got to find a way to get yourself up to another level, because whatever it is you want is on another level. It's just like playing a game. Just exactly like playing a game. And so you've got to figure out, how do you get up here? Well, here's the deal. It has to do with frequency. Frequency. Energy. You've got to increase your energy. Increase your energy. How do you do that? How do you increase your energy or your frequency? That's the key. Well, here's another key to this. And when you're trying to make this leap from this level to this level, notice what a big jump it is. It's huge, isn't it? And that's what most people do. Another mistake or thing that they do that makes it difficult to get to the next level is that they try to go from, I'm like being depressed to super happy all of a sudden. How many of you can do that? Just make that leap. You can't. It's too big of a jump to go from here clear up to what you want, because this is probably really something super awesome, and you're here and you're trying to all of a sudden get there and you can't. And even if you touch that, you jumped up and touched it, you keep falling back down here and keep hitting the wall, then you keep, making these beliefs, that wall, the belief wall, stronger and stronger, like I can't do it. So this is another key. Besides going vertical, you've got to do it different. And this is the way you've got to do it. To raise your frequency, you've got to start where you are and go up a little bit at a time. You've got to take some tiny steps up, little steps, baby steps, doable steps. Because if you try to take too big of a step, guess what? You won't be able to make it, and you'll then go back to reinforcing your belief that you can't, that you're not good enough. And it's interesting to note that you're either going to be bumping, coming through life, bumping against that wall, and going back, trying this direction and this direction, all of that, or realize all you have to do is just come around here. It's right there. It's really easy. It's on the same level. You've just got to come around here and start going up one step at a time, raising your frequency to get up to what you really want. Just keep going up there. There you go. You win. Yay! You win. So how do you raise your frequency? How do you raise your frequency to get up here? Okay? Do you want some clues about raising your frequency? Yes? Okay, so if you're down here and you want to get yourself up to where you need to go, I'm going to give you 2 suggestions for getting there, for raising your frequency. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. I'm just playing today, right? Being a little kid and playing with you guys here. So we got to get you. This is you, and you want to get through that and that block and go up to what you want and raise your frequency. And thanks for hopping on here. Everybody else who's just joining this, be sure and watch from the beginning so you can, catch the whole thing. Anyway, one way to increase your energy or raise your frequency is every time you're feeling something good, then like you're feeling good, right? So now you're on the first step on to going to where you really want to go, okay? So when you're feeling something good, what you want to do to get to that next step is hold your energy and make it just a little better. So if you're feeling good, feel it for just a few minutes longer, and it's going to take you to a higher frequency, okay? So if something is happy for you, you're having some fun, do it just a little bit longer. Like have a little more fun. Enjoy the sunset a little more. Taste that chocolate that you're eating just a little longer and really savor it. Raise your frequency, okay? Do whatever it takes to bring just a little more joy, a little more happiness into your life, because that's going to raise your frequency, and everything has a frequency, and what you want has a frequency as well as you. So if you've been down here, then whatever you're experiencing in this part of your life, in this box that you've been in, that is the frequency that you're vibrating at. That is your frequency. Everything that is in your life right now is matching the frequency that you're at. So if you want something else, you've got to match the frequency of what you want. Does that make sense? Just got to do it. Now here's the other thing you can do. Maybe you're doing some things and you've gotten yourself up this far. Another thing you can do is use some really awesome, what's this? Essential oils. Use essential oils. Here's another one. Use an essential oil. Guess why? Because essential oils increase your energy. They raise your frequency and your vibration. That's a fact. So if you have essential oils, especially these oils, and this one is just about available now, you can get this, right? This is the highest frequency oil that doTERRA carries, by the way. So if you can get your hands on this one, Melissa, you will raise your frequency way high. And the longer that you can hold your frequency at the frequency of what you want, guess what? Raising yourself up to that frequency, you will be able to attain that. All the things that you desire will be attracted to you, and you will be able to enjoy them in your life. So that's my story to you, that if you are stuck and you keep hitting up against the same wall, it's because you've got to do something different. And it's not going forward, backward, or to the side. It's going up in frequency, vertical, going up. And you can go this way too, you know. If you can just raise your frequency in one way or the other, however you need to get up to what you really want. And guess what? The levels never stop. But every level gets better and better, funner and funner. Yes, yes, yes. So you can do this. You can take the journey around the wall and go up the simple little steps, raising your frequency to what you want.